Senator Peter Nwebonyi, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you for doing this with us. Let's just get started, shall we? Can you share with us your perspective of what happened during the committee hearing on Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan's petition?
Thank you so very much, my dear sister, for the opportunity to clear the coast. I want to start by submitting that it's very unfortunate that our women, in particular, Oby Ezekwesili, who is a notable politician in Nigeria, can come before the whole world to lie. The fact of the matter is that Oby Ezekwesili, with her friend, the lawyer to Senator Natasha, was too emotional. Instead of them to attack the facts, by proving the allegation of sexual harassment, they abandoned it to play to the gallery. From the very beginning of the proceedings, they were given the Holy Bible or Quran, as the case may be, for them to take oath, which is in line with the proceedings of Nigerian Senate Committee on Public Petition, being a quasi body, judicial body. I remember vividly, and is on tape, that Oby Ezekwesili says she cannot take oath. The same thing with the lawyer, and the same thing with the petitioner. Then along the line, the petitioner agreed to take oath. And after that, of course, myself as a witness for the respondents also took my own oath. So after hearing from the petitioner, it was time for me to be heard, because the committee will not hear you if you are not on oath. Even before then, there have been, playing some drama, trying to truncate the whole exercise. But we as senators have understood their game. We didn't yield to that. We allowed them, we tolerated their very childlike behaviors. But at the end of the day, after the petitioner have made his case and even failed to adopt his affidavit because he knew he was lying. So it was time for me, to respond to the allegation as a witness for the Senate President. All of a sudden, most unfortunately, Oby Ezekwesili said I should shut up my mouth. I said, no, mommy, how can you address me like this? He said, will you shut up your mouth, you hooligan? I said, no, I can't take this. I'm a sitting senator. You are a former minister of the Federal Republic, and by social stratification, a senator is higher than you. I replied her instantly by saying that she is the hooligan and that she is a disappointment and a disgrace to womanhood. If a woman of her caliber, a leader of female leaders across Africa, can talk to a sitting senator to shut up his mouth, that tells you how rude that woman is. This goes to suggest how bad the character of this woman is. And that goes to suggest that people under her is passing through hell if she can address a senator inside the Senate building to shut up his mouth. So at the end of the day, I was allowed to make my case, and to the satisfaction of the committee. And at the end, the committee came up with a resolution that the matter is already in court, and going by our rules, we cannot entertain any matter that is already pending before the law court. This is also in line with the agitation and protest raised by the petitioner that they have no confidence in the Senate Committee on Public Petition. So having weighed the two options, the committee decided to adjourn the matter sine die to wait for the court ruling on the matter. So the attitude of Oby Ezekwesili is very unfortunate, least expected of a leader like her. A grandmother of that matter shouldn't have allowed her emotions, to carry her that way. So as a child of God, I've forgiven her, because this is a month of Lent. As Christians, we are enjoying not to allow our anger go down with the sun. So as a Christian, in the course of my interview on Araz yesterday, I said I retract the words I used against her, because she is a grandmother. Senator. She's old enough to be my mother, and also ignorance of the fact that two wrongs cannot make right. But at times, there is a local saying in our place that when a madman invades your father's compound, raise your machete and pursue the madman. If not, the madman will wipe the family. So that is what happened.
Senator, I have to ask you at this point, you are apologizing now, or rather you said that you forgive her, but many Nigerians have reacted to this incident and they have frowned at the trading of insults and name-calling.
I forgive her. I'm not
I take that back. You forgive her and you do not apologize. Gotcha. Which is what takes me
I'm not apologizing to her.
Yes, which I'm about to ask you. Many Nigerians have frowned at the name-calling.
She's supposed to apologize to me.
Many Nigerians.
She's the one that wronged me.
Okay. Many Nigerians have frowned at the name-calling and the insult trading that happened. If you said that she was the first to err, giving the video and from your account, why did you not ask that it be stopped and you address the persons who are conducting this sitting to ask her to order and ask for an apology from her? Why did you decide to lean in and trade insults between the both of you? Because if you are the higher, if there's a ranking, because you said it, there's a ranking, you are the higher senator. Giving the ranking, you are the higher person there. You are sitting senator and you are the representative of Nigerians. And that means one of our core values is respect and order and decorum. Why didn't you show example?
Well, respect begets respect. If you respect me, I say respect is earned. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Loud and clear, sir.
Let me respond. She's talking. Let me respond to what you said. Yes. Respect begets respect. If you respect me, I will respect you. But if you insult me, I will insult you back. That is my belief in life. Because I respected her, immediately I entered into the proceedings hall. I greeted her as my sister. We all come from southeast zone of Nigeria. And for her to talk to me that way, she doesn't deserve my respect. And I have no apology for that. So I demand her to apologize to me. As a senior citizen of this country, she shouldn't have talked to me that way. How can you ask me to shut up my mouth? And when I call her attention that what she's doing is not good, she added that I'm a hooligan. A sitting senator is a hooligan. That's why I said she's the hooligan. And in the course of her interview yesterday on Arise, she didn't deny it. She admitted that she said so. So I don't require the matter that has already been proven doesn't require further proof. So I expect her to apologize to me, but as a Christian, I've forgiven her, I have nothing against her, and I will never have anything against her. But her excesses, should be called to order. And this is not the only time she's doing this. I know of a minister who served with her under Obasanjo government that complained that she beat him up in the Federal Executive Council, and it took the intervention of a fellow minister to separate them. So this is a woman that is known with such character, and I think that she shouldn't have taken such character into the highest lawmaking body of the Federation, the Nigerian Senate.
Who is this minister that you speak of? I asked you about the minister. You said there was a minister that you know who just shared his personal experience in the past. Who is this minister, might I ask?
That is not the fact. That is not the fact in issue. That is not the fact in issue. That is not the fact in issue now. If you want to know, you can come. I will show you the minister. You interview him.
I would like that very much. Now, one of the reasons that the sitting got so tense the way it did is the belief that from the petitioners and their team that most of the individuals there, especially yourself in particular, and some of the members of the ethic committees are biased. Are those allegations founded? Are they true? Would you say that you are biased in this case?
Those allegations is unfounded, unbelievable, and should be discountenanced. These people came up with a premeditation to disrupt the proceedings. They were in the first place asked to take oath, and she says she don't want to take oath. So that shows that she's not ready to talk. They are just there to play games and delay us. And so that is the nitty-gritty of the matter. If you appear before a panel, you're expected to take oath to affirm that what you are going to say before this panel is the truth and nothing but the truth. But they dodge taking oath because they know the implication in law. Now, when you lie in law, on oath, you can be charged for perjury. So that tells you that they are prepared. They know that what they are saying is nothing but falsehood. And let me even go to the fighting issue. The sexual harassment being alleged by Senator Natasha never happened. I was with Senator Natasha and her husband on the said date of 8th December 2023 in Ikotekpene, in the house of the Senate President. I went there with her, I left there with her. Throughout our stay there, she never had any personal contact with the Senate President because she was always with her husband. I was the closest person to the Senate President and other senators. And moreover, as at that time, Senator Natasha was barely 2 months old in the Senate. So she was still studying ground. So she had no opportunity of even going close to the Senate President. So, and this woman is a serial blackmailer, a known blackmailer that have blackmailed so many prominent Nigerians. And like I charged her rise last night, it is time we beam our satellite on this woman who is fond of, accusing innocent Nigerians of sexual harassment. This woman should stop using her gender as a weapon against men because she is endangering the level of women participation in Nigeria, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa.
Which other persons is she accused of sexual harassment?
Accused rain or mockery of sexual harassment during the time of Goodluck Jonathan as president, when the young man was already in U.S. attending to national issue. But unlucky to her, she didn't know that this young man was outside the country. Upon the slightest provocation, she will come up with allegation of sexual harassment. And I don't know what is wrong with this lady. Does she think that she's the most beautiful woman on earth? Or is it because she's had chocolate color? In my own assessment, she's not among the beautiful women in Nigeria. And it is high time we come hard on her. And why people like us are speaking on top of our voice is not just to protect and defend the Senate President, but to protect and defend her future victims. Even her present husband, she married her out of something like this. She threatened to sue the man. I have a letter circulating over the world that the man should pay her 10 billion or marry her. The man had to marry her under duress. So the marriage was under duress, another product of blackmail. I was watching a video of how the father of the first wife of the husband narrated her ordeal when this lady came into their family, destabilized their family, and took over her husband. All right. And without going into her character, I asked Senator Natasha how many husbands has she had in her life at the age of 47 or 45. How many husbands has she had?
Good for her.
She's pretending, covering her head like Virgin Mary.
Well, good for her, because there are some members of the Senate as well who cover their heads and also have several wives and also been remarried in the past. I think that your marriage should not be brought into this matter when we're discussing issues of national importance. But I must say thank you, Senator, for taking out the time to join us, to come on here and give us your own side of the story.